to Tucson, Arizona, in the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 19th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Arizona will put it away to start this one. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force-feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite.
Turning it on! Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Running to Green. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed behind the line, it's Carney. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Wall. He'll pull it down.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And the Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Motion from the back. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll go to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Nice job on 3rd and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job, and the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He leaves it with his back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Here's the pressure. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This offense has it with really good field position. Hand off to the fullback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. A little old-school football riding the big fella, and a nice gain on that one.
Yeah, this guy's an athlete, too. He's not just a blocker. He can hand off the ball, and he can go find positive yards. Shows you right there.
Past the first down marker and still running. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. He'll ride his man on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball
Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Northwestern was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Darnell Autry and company delivered in that magical 10-win season of 1995. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Finds his back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too, to try to get him going there.
We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. A run for the quarterback. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Really good job on the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
Fires to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense starts deep in a hole. To the air, it's Wall. Pressure coming. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're showing that toughness using the ground game to create breathing room. They've got it out to the 15.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Give to the running back. There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, TCU! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the option. The pitch. At the 35, he's open. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
On the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Wall. Gets it out fast. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass, I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and as the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football, I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. The option look. Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And that's a play you may look back on when this thing's all said and done as a key play in the game. 4th down, one the offense absolutely has got to be able to come up with. And I love the play call because you're going option and you're putting it on your quarterback to make the right decision. The pitch guy was where the ball had to go, and he's able to use his speed just enough to pick up the first.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the toss. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Steps away to find some room. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see.
Touchdown, Arizona! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of the drive, it's the end around. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
And the Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Arizona going back to work with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Wall. Gets open down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Back to pass. Sets up the screen. Across the 35. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
On the option. Now the pitch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He's got him. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown Wildcats. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
I think it's easy to say, run the option, run the option. Well, you got got to be able to see it quickly and make quick decisions. Nice job by the QB, getting the ball to his playmaker. He catches it. He can do the rest. Takes it to the house for 6.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. USF put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Bulls had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got room to work. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of the sport.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the counter. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
The screen. He's got wheels. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The give to the fullback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. And that ball is live in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Arizona. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the extra point is good.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll give it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Power football with the run. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Jennings. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Scanning the field, it's Wall. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
On the option. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They'll run it on first and goal. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. They'll run the screen. Plows through the defense. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The play action fake. Fakes to catch. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it, just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
The quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, you know, so you can mix it up and keep that defense guessing.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well, and you just saw one there on the crossing route.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next time.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas Tech. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. The give to the big fullback. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.